Hi everyone. Hi and hello and how are you? Happy holidays, whatever holiday you whatever holiday you celebrate, make it a happy one. And if you don't celebrate any holiday, celebrate today because you're alive, you're well. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. I want to make an ornament. Now these are two that I kind of started like about 100 years ago. And what I'm going to do here is show you how I do these. Now see, these here are two gel pens that have run out of ink. They have no ink in them. And so, well then, the next thing what you do with them is you don't have to throw them away. You can take them apart. So you, the tip will pull off the cap, the tip will just screw off, then the ink refill will come out. Now this ink refill too, if we cut that right here, right above that little bit of ink that says it's in there, but it's not really. So I'm just gonna, yeah, well you can cut this off if you got a sharper pair of nippers. And then you have like a straw, but it's nice and stiff. So that can be used. Oh, there it came off. Thank you, Jesus. Now, okay, so that come off, and then there's a hole all the way down the center. And you can use that also for a bangle bead or a boho bead, whatever you want to call them. Then take this thing out of the top. Even that you can save for a embellishment on a mixed media project. Now then, this here is a rubber doohickey, which that will come off too. And you can reuse this on another pencil. I think this is where most of the people start putting in a dislike or unlike or whatever they are. It's when I get like crazy like this and I can't get things. I'm taking that off of there. Most of them just come right off. Why doesn't this one want to just come right off for me? It wants to be a pain in my neck. It wants to stick on there. Ugh. I wonder if this one will come. You know, it really, actually, you don't have to worry about it sticking on there because you can leave it on there. But it will come off there most of the time. Okay, but anyway, that's okay. It doesn't need to be on there. I mean, it doesn't need to be off of there. I'm going to take this now, and what I want to do, see, it's just a plastic tube. That's what it is. It's a plastic tube. So I'm going to take, now I have covered these with carpet tape before. And, but I have this here tape. It's some kind of, I think people just call it red line tape, but it's, the red comes from the overlay, you know. And so I'm just going to spin that on down and put it on, like wind it down like the red on a barber pole. And then with that, when I get to the end here, I'm going to just snip it off with my little nippers. Ouchie. Okay, now, so then that's all the way around. Then I need to have a piece of fabric. And since I'm making a Christmas ornament, I want to have, I'll use this one here, because this one here is like pretty. And I'm going to nip it to make it a a, well, that sure wasn't cut on the grain, was it? Okay. It'll tear right down the grain, you know. So I'll just do another one. That's better. Okay. Well, they're both good. I can still use them ones too. Okay, and so now I have that strip of fabric, see. Now I'll take this strip of fabric and I don't know what size I need, so I'll just start winding it on there. I'm going to take the paper off of the tape. You guys have to just, well, you don't have to do anything, but you have to excuse me. I forget words. I forget so many things these days. And so it makes it kind of hard to do my videos. But you know, when I do my videos, I just do them. I am not trying to be professional. And, you know, and sometimes people, you know, they do want to be professional, and they do so well at explaining things. And so, but I just kind of show you how I do things. Okay, so now I've got the whole thing covered with that red fabric. Well, it's red and gold, actually. Okay, so I'll cut that off. See, then you know, at the end, then I'll just cut off whatever I don't need. And I'm going to take another piece of that tape, and I'm just going to put this here. I accidentally ordered one time, long time ago. That's why there's stuff stuck all over it, because I had it like forever. But sometimes I think, just got to use that. But I didn't know it was so narrow. I wanted something wider, and that's when I was using a lot of double-sided tape. But you know, they sell it in centimeters and stuff, and well, I don't know nothing about centimeters. Well, I'm learning a little bit about centimeters, but I don't, well, I learn about it and then I forget what I learned because I don't remember things for very long. That short-term memory, that's what's missing. But you know what? I keep going anyway. I keep going anyway. And so, just a minute. Now I'm concentrating. If I get quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. Okay, now I just put that little piece of double-sided tape on there so that will hold that little end. So it won't go flip-flopping everywhere. Now what I found, now see, here's one that I made a while back, but I've used wire down the middle. And it just wants, it won't hang straight. I didn't make this one very fancy anyway, but it doesn't seem to want to hang straight. So I have got, now this is where you use up found objects. And see, what I want to do, will this chain fit through there? No, that one won't. I have old broken jewelry. When you have broken jewelry, well, this is not like broken. This is a, well, it's a piece of an earring. And, but I only have one of these earrings, so, yeah. And this was off of a something, cute little turtle, isn't he? And this here, because I just have so much broken jewelry, and then so I was digging through what I had, and I found a couple things. This is a piece of, see, sometimes I play with that clear stuff that dries hard, resin. And this is, I used a piece of resin and a little flower and a little leaf, and I made that little dangle, and then I put a bail on it, see. So that's not old, that's more new. Not borrowed, not blue. Okay, let's see if this will go through here, this chain. Oopsie daisies. Okay, so I'm going to want that chain. See there? Now the chain is hanging. It will go all the way through. So I'm going to cut that chain to the length that I want it, which I want it about that length. Right there. See? I want it about that length. So I'm just going to cut it Oh, got that one done. Okay, that one got that one done. Okay, and then I have some jump rings, although these jump rings probably aren't the right color, but I just don't do anything that matches. I just do whatever I can. So I'm going to put a jump ring. Okay. This is going to be like a simple one here. A simple one. See, I got that chain coming out of both ends of that. So I want to have, you know what I just thought of? I've got this bucket of beads here. And some of these have a big hole. Some of them have like a big hole. And so, well, there's a red one. That hole's pretty big. These wooden beads usually have a pretty big hole in them. And so, with having a big hole in them, that chain will most likely fit through. What I would probably do if I don't have the chain is I would probably feed through there a piece of like embroidery. See, these beads I just put on a stick. You could do this too. But anyway, those are just on a stick. Oh, these are like clay. I like them too. Okay, well that's enough. Okay, so I got those 3 beads. I didn't even pick them out to match. Let me try something. I think I'm going to put a bead. I might have cut my chain too short. I should have done some thinking first. And then I'm going to put this other bead. And it'll just go that chain right through that bead. And come on, little chain. There. And then this red one. Like I say, you can get these wooden beads in a bunch of different colors. Wait a minute, this one might not fit through the red. Why not? Why not? Come on, you got a big hole in there. You got a big hole in there. Put that in there. You know what? If I had a little bitty crochet hook, I could reach in there and let's see if I got a crochet hook in this thing. You know, I'm not very organized. I don't know if you all know that, but I thought I had a little crochet hook in there. I don't. So put that back over there, and 2 beads will be enough. But if I had a crochet hook, I could run it through a little skinny one and then pull that through. But this is going to be just fine, just like this. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a jump ring. And I'm going to open it right here. I have to use 2 pairs of pliers. And then I take it apart like this. And then I'll just hook that jump ring onto the last link of that chain. And then I'm going to take one of these. I'll take this one and put that right there on that jump ring. I got the chain and the dangle thingy right on that jump ring. Okay, now. Oh, this works out pretty because this matches the color of the bead right in there. It's kind of like a dream catcher thing. Okay, now let me see if I can get this back through my my pen holder thingy majig, my pen doomaflogy. Ooh, yeah, it fits. It fits circumspectly. So now I have that through there. Now I want to put, oh, you know what I didn't think about? What am I going to put at the top to hang it with? Let me see. Where's the opening on this here jump ring? Where is the opening? What is today? Is today Friday? I think it is. Wonder what I did with my, I wanted to show you something I got in the mail, which was, I don't know why it made me cry, but it did. I don't even cry. I am not a crybaby. But this made me cry. Okay, now I have that jump ring in there, but I want to put, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a piece here. I got some copper wire here. So I'm going to take a piece of copper wire, and then I have this little bit of a, like a needle nose kind of plier. And I'll just make a, like a holder honor thing, a ring. It's like a jump ring, but it's not a jump ring. I went around it a couple times. And I'm going to cut it off so all it is a circle. There we go. Now oh man, broke my fingernail. I was thinking about polishing my fingernails. Oh, my son is going to be, what time is it? 5:46. My son's going to, his plane lands at 7. My grandson was here earlier. He's went down to Tampa to pick him up, to pick my son up, my son and my granddaughter. You know, my son, yeah, I haven't seen him in 5 years, but hey, I want to see my granddaughter. I want to see my, I'm so excited. We almost got worried that they weren't going to be able to come because my granddaughter broke her leg. Well, it's not funny that she broke her leg. Oh, I put that on the jump ring, by the way. Yeah, it's not funny that she broke her leg, but she broke her leg. And they didn't know if she was going to have surgery on it or whatever. So, but the doctor just put a cast on it. It's broken 3 places. And all she did was, she was at a friend's house. And first I thought she was riding her horse, and it was a horse crash. But she wasn't riding her horse. She was at a friend's house. And they were playing some game outside where they had to run around in the dark. And Red Rover, that's not it. I don't remember what they were playing. Okay, so now I put, that shouldn't, no, that won't go through that now. That'll hold that open. So if I put a, I could put any kind of a, like a hanger. If I'm going to make it a Christmas ornament, I could just put a little Christmas ornament hanger. Or even, oh, see, I have these bulb pins. I could put one of those on there. And if I put this bulb pin on there, well, I could have put that right on the jump ring. Well, I could have put that right on the end of the chain. But anyway, so there you go. I can hang it on something with this bulb pin. Now, that is what goes through. But I like using that piece of chain because it hangs beautifully. If I used a wire, it wouldn't. But I could also use like a piece of string, embroidery floss or anything like that. Okay, and then you want to decorate the bead, the boho bead here. See how I've done here with this one? I just kind of, I had fabric on it, and then I put some eyelash trim around. Then I put this little piece of other trim around. And then what's really pretty too is if you put some gold wire around, which I may do that. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, here. I have this stuff. It was on a shelf for a while. Look at the dust in that lid. I'm going to have to undust it. So what should I put on? I got, this is really pretty. Somebody sent me this, and it is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I think I'm going to put the green. It will be It doesn't match. It doesn't match the turquoise, but I'm putting down there anyway. Should I put the pink? Maybe I want this light pink. Yeah. Decisions, decisions, decisions. We'll put that on there. I'm going to use my shirt tail. Use my shirt tail and wipe that lid out so people don't think that I'm a slob, you know. There you go. See, I do cleaning. You know what I did yesterday? I was talking to a group of friends that we've got like a chat group on the we've got like a chat group on the you know, messenger thing. And I was saying, I need to clean. I need to clean my house. I'm telling you. I used to think I was ashamed, but now I'm not, because I looked at my stuff, and I'm not ashamed, but I have got craft stuff all through my house. All through my house is nothing but piles of craft stuff. And so I thought, well, if I take a picture of every spot of my house, maybe that'll shame me into cleaning. So I took the pictures and I showed all my friends. It's the one time a couple years ago, one of my subscribers, oh my dear friend Joy, she wanted to do something for my birthday. Bless her heart. I'm telling you, bless her heart. And so she did. In fact, she got together and we had a retreat. There was 7 people at this retreat. We were going to do it every year, but then, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. But then COVID took over our lives, so we didn't do it again. But we still have all the girls that were at the retreat. We have a chat group, see, and I grew really fond of all of them while we were at the retreat. I think we were there 3 or 4 nights. I don't remember exactly. We were right on the beach, although we didn't take too much of an advantage of the beach because, for one thing, we wanted to just craft, and for another thing, we were in the middle of a hurricane. It wasn't a nasty hurricane, but it was very wet and windy. And so, ooh, that sparkles. When you go around, that sparkles. I'm also going to, so anyway, the 7 of us, rather, 4. Where are the 4 from? We still have our chat group. So these, since they're like sisters to me, because we had our retreat together, I will never forget that retreat. That was so beautiful. We have this chat group now that we're all on this chat group, and we just talk and we can get personal on there. We don't have to worry about it because we're sisters, you know. And so I was telling them all about it. And I showed pictures. I just went through and I must have took 20 pictures and just showed this is a mess, this is a mess, this is a mess. And I said, okay, now I think I've shamed myself enough that I'm going to get up and I'm going to clean. So I did get up and straighten up the kitchen, which the sad thing was, the dishes were already done. I didn't have a pile full of dishes to do. They were done, but still the kitchen looked like a tornado hit it. See how I'm going around now with these beads? Okay, so anyhow, I went around, I mean, like a tornado hit it. It looked terrible. So I went through the kitchen and I tidied up the counters. You know, I'm a counter clutterer. And I wasn't always like that. I am now because I have trouble bending. And so since I can't bend, I can't get into the bottom cupboards and I can't reach into the top cupboards. So my daughter fixed my cupboards. Well, she's still working on them. She didn't finish them quite yet, but she fixed my cupboards to where she actually took the top shelf out so I don't have to because I can't reach anything on them top shelves anyway. So, and my hubster, I've got a little like 3-foot ladder, but he won't let me get on it. He's so bossy. He says, you're going to fall and break your neck. I said, no, I won't break my head. I got a rubber neck, but I might fall and break my hip. So he won't let me get up there. So when I do have to get up someplace high, I usually go up when he's not looking. But look at this so far. Isn't this beautiful? Now, if you had a whole bunch of these things and you hung them on your tree or wherever you want, you know, with these being hanging on a bulb pin, it's like a safety pin. You could, Jennifer sent 2 photos to family. Oh, I'll have to look. But like this one isn't real Christmassy, so I could take this and just pin it to a curtain. Now, I am a pinner. I can pin things to whatever I want to pin them to. And I put a picture on the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn site that shows what I did to my walker. Although I don't, you know, go out with my walker a lot, just at the house, I'm going to use it when I go with Papa to the hospital. Because he goes to the hospital on Wednesday, and he's going to be there all day and all night. He's got to be there at 10:15 in the morning, and then he'll be there overnight and then come home the next day. Well, since I don't trust him about catching up with, you know, nurses and stuff, I'm just kidding. I trust him. He's 76 years old. I can't hardly run fast. But I just put that in there for funsies. And anyway, I'm just going with him. But what I'm going to do, because they've already told me I can stay the night. I can stay the night with him. I don't have to go home. I can stay the night. And so, and they got like they said they'd bring a cot in there for me. But as long as they got a reclining chair and a blanket, I'm good, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. That's my plan of action. And so, and take that top thing out yet. I got to get that out. And so, I'm going to stay the night. And so I'm taking my walker, of course, with me because I can't do street walking or hall walking without it. I can walk a little short bits, you know, without my walker. But if I'm going to walk a while, I take my walker because, you know, because I was a hippie in my old days. I wasn't really a hippie. I was a hippie wannabe, though. I wanted to be a hippie, but my dad wouldn't let me be a hippie. But I grew up in them hippie days. So I was happy being a flower child instead. Excuse me. But anyhow, yeah. So anyway, my hips are in poor shape because I was a hippie wannabe. And so I have to have my walker. But the nice thing about my walker is that I have a dish pan on my walker. I wonder if I can turn my camera here. Okay, right now, let me see, I'm turning my camera right here. Wait a minute. See that? This is my walker. And this is the dish pan. See, I've got some yarn in there, and I've got my headphones in there, and I've got my this thing in there, that thing in there, and I got my wipies in there, and just stuff I need, you know. And then in here there's a little pocket. See this pocket? My friend Robbie made that for me. I put that in there. And then my bags hangs right on the side. And then I put this, well, you can't see the decoration, but I put a picture of my decoration up on the group. I got a horn down here. There's a little horn. See that yellow thing? That's my horn. I don't want you to see the floor because it needs vacuumed really bad. So anyhow, let me spin you around real fast so you don't see the mess. Okay, now, if you're new to this group, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. But anyway, okay, so now I'm going to Now my camera just about went. Do you see my t-shirt? My daughter just bought me this t-shirt. I love it. I wore it yesterday and I'm wearing it again today. In case you probably said, I seen you wearing that. It says, be kind, be kind, be kind. Okay, now let me see. Should I do this one? I'll do this one in a green. Okay, green. And so, but yeah, I'm going to take my walker with me so I have everything I need. I need more than the, oh no, that one was straight. I need more than the average old lady, because this old lady, I have to bring my diaper bag. You know, they say you go through your second childhood, you know, when you get sort of kind of old. And so since I'm sort of kind of old, I'm going through my second childhood, and my potty training is not working. I forgot all about that potty training thing. So yeah, I gotta bring my diaper bag. Don't let that in. I'm telling you these true stories so that you know when you get up there in that age department. Yeah, it's a trick. Okay, see, I'm getting that sticky off of there, and I'm wrapping this up with this here fabric. Okay, now my trash bag. Oh, there it is. Okay, now cut that off. See? So I don't measure first because I don't know how long I'm going to need that. You know what? This time I'm going to just use my hot glue gun and put a little bit of hot glue on there, just a wee bit. And do not touch the hot glue with your bare fingers because it doesn't have a happy ending. Okay, see, so there. Now I didn't get this thingy out of here. I got to get that thingy out of there because it will not work with that thingy in there. Now we'll see which one of these tools will work. Maybe when I grow out of being my second childhood, I'll be a professional YouTuber. But for today, I'm not. Okay, see? So there I go with that. There I go with that. Get that out of my way. Now I'm going to, now see, there's actually a lobster hook on the end of that chain. See, when you use your old jewelry findings, that is when things are beautiful. Things are beautiful all the time. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta get me a couple more beads now. Okay, see, I got green, so let's find something that doesn't match the green. Let me see. I'm gonna, let's see. This is good. That one. This is the one that didn't work, isn't it? Okay, maybe I can get... See, I label all my containers. I've got a lot of these containers and I label. Once I had my friend over, and my friend Lala Gamalori, she came over. She brought her daughter with her, and all of a sudden, and we're sitting in my craft room in there, and all of a sudden, Tori, her daughter, she started laughing. I said, "What?" She goes, "I was just reading your boxes." And see this one here? That is what she was laughing at. Yeah, I can get kind of spicy every once in a while. These are big-ass beads, I'm telling you. Okay, so anyway, because they're big enough beads. Okay, let me put that purple one there, too. Let me use that purple one and use this purple one. And, yes, Tori, that was you. I remember you laughing at my label making. And so, yeah. Sometimes I just have to get spicy, you know. It just happens. It just happens. Okay, I'm going to put this purple one at the top. Now, see, purple might not be a Christmas color. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this this pin, this bulb pin, right there on that lobster clasp. Ooh, now I'm getting a little warm. I've got 2 flannel shirts on. And I'm starting to get warm. Okay, yeah, that'll work good right there. And then I'll drop this through here. And beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful. Oh, you know what? No, it wouldn't work. I was thinking I also had some. Now, if I were not using a chain, if I was using like floss or something, I could probably. No, that won't work. I don't have. These are not what I thought they were. I was thinking they were that I probably had some. I got some pretty cool stuff in here. These are what I use when I make tassels. They're like a tassel bell thing. But anyhow, and then I bought this chain, but it breaks so easy. You just pull on it and it's broke. So you gotta use that for gentle things. Take this and put that there. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it's there. Alright, I'm gonna put there. Now I'm gonna put, let me see, that's gonna hold in there? I hope so. Oh, you know what oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna put this smaller hold bead. This bead's got a smaller hole. Because that one bead, the hole is a little big and stuff is going to get lost in it. Let me see, will this poke in there? No. Will this poke in there so I can sort of ream it out? I have a bead reamer, but it's not in my toolbox where it belongs. I gotta find it. Usually what I do when I can't find something, I'll just get another, you know. I'm very rich. I just order me another one because I'm very rich. Papa says, "What do you think we're rich or something?" You know, I get something in the mail. He goes, "Do you think we're rich?" I said, "Yeah, we're rich. Paid the electric bill. As long as you pay the electric bill, we're rich. Although I do got to pay the taxes this month. Dadgummit. You know what? That takes away from my richness." Wait a minute. I'm going to get this through here. See, one thing you need to have when you're a crafter, patience. Patience is free. Patience is free. Oh. Okay, now I got to concentrate because now I got quiet, so that means I got to concentrate. Oh, maybe I can, I'm going to get this in here, just a minute. I want that chain through this. Oh, that time it went right in there like croton oil through a goose. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, now I'll put this through this. Like croton oil through a goose. That's what Papa always says. Croton oil through a goose. I've learned a lot of my silly phrases from my silly husband. Oh, look at this. See, look at that, how that matches right there. Doesn't match this purple, but hey, I'm not so worried about that. I'm going to put this purple one right here, and look at how it matches. Oh, now I need to go into my big beads box again here. And let me see if I can get another little, yeah, this one. I want that one because that matches this one up here. We're all into this matchy-watchy stuff right now. And so I'm going to just put that right there, put that through that hole. There we go, see? Look at that. Now I want this, well, I got to get that earring thing off of there. That ear wire. Okay, that come off easy enough. There, I'll put that on something else. And then I'm going to open this. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you something. Where did I put that thing I wanted to show you? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, here it is. Cheryl, are you watching? Cheryl, 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 can you please come to the front of the store, please? Your party is waiting. Just a minute. I have to cut this now. I got to cut this wire. I'm looking for a cut anything. I had one right in my hand. Jeez. Sometimes I worry about my own self. Wondering if my own self. Okay, hang on. That's not working. So where's that other one? Oh, here it is. You'd be amazed if you go through your husband's things when he's not looking, how many things you can find that will, oh, I could have cut that a little bit differently than that. Okay, yeah, if you go through your husband's things when he's not looking, it's amazing how many craft supplies you can find. Yeah. See, I see he's got a whole bunch of different colors of strips. What do you call them? Like tie, cinch ties. I don't know. They're plastic and they zip ties. And I was looking at some colors and I thought, oh, I was looking at some colors and I thought, what in the world could I make out of them? And so, and he can't hardly move. See, once he gets his new knee, then I'm in trouble. Because right now he can't hardly move around. And he can't hardly move around because his knee is so bad, you know. Right now he's sitting out there in his lazy chair. And once he gets his, I wonder if I could put two things on here. Why not? I'm going to put that and this on here. Make it a real dangle-bangle. And so, see, he can't chase me around too much anymore because his knee. But then on Wednesday, he gets a new knee. So then, I don't know. He'll probably find all his stuff and I have to put it back in the shed. I don't know. Okay, so now, look at there. I put the earring because it's green and beads and it matches this green. And then I put this silver. It's like a sun moon because there's a sun and a moon. Okay, so that's beautiful. You have to see, you have to agree with me that that's beautiful. There, that's better. Okay, so then I want to now then. Okay, now I'm going to get this sparkly stuff. This is like a real small, what do you call it? Like sequins. Real small sequins. Oh, you know what? Now I got that all wrapped around here. Let me put this in here. Okay. Now. Okay, now. Oh, I want to show you this. Cheryl Johnson sent me this. And I am just absolutely... She sent me this card. And in the card she says, sending you this prayer cluster. Just wanted you to know I am thinking about you, and I said a prayer for you and your family during these difficult days. I hope when you see it, it will bring you to comfort and peace. Amen, little sister Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl, for this card. That is so heartwarming. And then look, here's a little envelope. She had made the envelope, the butterfly on it, and this is the prayer cluster. This is beautiful. And you know what I was thinking that I might want to do with this is put a pin back on it. Or actually, I can take one of my, I can take one of those little clips I just had. They all ran away. I could put one of them, well, on here, and I could just pin it. Look, it's got a little cross in the middle. And it is just a cluster. Look, the layers of the fabrics, all different fabrics. There's lace, there's, this is like a chenille. This is almost like a rustic, what do you call that stuff? I don't know. And then some more lace, and then some sheer fabric, and then like a piece of a doily, and then look at that, how pretty these are. They're all beautiful. And she put them all together and finished it with a cross. Here's a little button. And, ooh, there was a little piece in the envelope. Now I see where it probably come right off of there. I can put that back on there. And these are fun to make, but when she sent me this one, it just felt so good. And Cheryl, I before I even got this, Cheryl, I was thinking, I knew you were looking for a couple of things, and so be expecting. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get that in the mail. It's just a little, not much of something, but it's just some little fabrics for you to be able to work with. But I know you were looking for the quilted squares, and so I'm going to throw a couple of them in there and then a couple other things. So anyway, that's what you're going to get from me as like a prize. Okay, now, I can't ever send out a whole lot of happy mails, but every once in a while, as long as they're small enough, I can send a happy mail. I have a lot of people who ask for happy mails, and I like to say, yes, I will send that to you, and then I don't get it sent in any kind of a good timing, and then I feel bad. But yeah, I get it eventually. I get to you when you ask for something. So I'm putting this little rickrack around here, and that's white rickrack. And so, and then I'm going to use my hot glue again at the end and put that, finish that on there. Okay, like that little bitty rickrack. I think that is beautiful. And you know, I have to say that 99% of the stuff I use in my crafts has come from things that are recycled, like the pieces of jewelry and stuff, the piece that come out of the pen, recycled or have been gifted to me by some of you most wonderful, beautiful, beautiful people that have sent me beautiful things. Because even though I say I'm rich, we don't have a whole lot to go run around and buy stuff. And so it's amazing. It's amazing when I see somebody that, I like to look at videos from people that make things out of recycled materials, because that is what I love doing, and it's just so beautiful. One of the things that's good on here is eyelash trim, like I put on here, but I don't have any with me right at the second. Oh, I do have plenty. I have plenty. I just don't have it right here with me right now. It's probably in one of my Mount Scrapmores in here. I have a mountain range in here in my crafting room. It's called Mount Scrapmore. And so see how they're just wind it down like a barber pole style. And I swear I'm looking around for things. I was just looking for this glue gun, big as ever, and I didn't see it. Okay, so now this is almost getting real like matchy-watchy stuff. There, see, and then I could then go even then with the beads, because I have them right here. See how I make such a big fat mess when I do something? It always ends up with a mess. Okay, so now I'm going to put around, around, and round we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. I'm going to just use these beads. And I'm not sure what you call these beads that are already all fastened together. They're, I just call them Mardi Gras beads, but that's not what they're called, but they're just, see, it's on a spool, and they're just all already together. Together, together. I'll throw you some beads in there too, Cheryl. Okay, some of these beads, I'll throw them in there. I'm just going to fill up a little bag, poly bag, little. All right, now, see, now I've went around with the rickrack, and then with the sparkly green things, and then the little beads. And so that makes it real pretty. Now, if you really wanted to get Christmassy, you know, you could just use like the Christmas colors, like red, green, blue, silver, gold, you know, Christmassy colors. But you know, I love all colors. I just love them. So there. Now, here's this one. Oh, you know, and then what I was saying too, let me see. Let me just take this one here. I'm going to leave these ones just like this. And I want to take this one, and I'm going to twirl the end here. And just kind of twirl it here. And then I'm going to get that little pokey pear. Oh, there's a little pokey pear. And then I'm going to just take this end and turn that end into a little bit of a round little sort of thing. And then I want to smash it like I'm driving over it with a car or something, you know. There we go. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to wrap that around. And so then there's just gold wire. You can do this too, see? Now that I don't even have to glue that, because it will stay right there where it is, because it's wrapped around. Okay, let me use this one instead. And I'm just going to go around and around and around. And put that right there to the end. And so then it's got some gold wire on it, which that's pretty too. And the thing is, when you put like the gold wire on, if I were to would have put jump rings on there, I could add even little charms on there to make it even prettier. Now some of them, this one here that I made, I have little seed beads, and I just strung the seed beads and went around with the seed beads on there. So when you start decorating, you can go around with just anything. And this one's got like eyelash trim on it. So you can just do anything, and just, you know, just whatever color you want to do. It doesn't matter. But I just made those two, which I'm calling them Christmas tree ornaments, but they can be anything. Even if you had something like this and you hang it from your rear view mirror, how would that be pretty? Cheryl, you want this one? I'm going to send that one to you, Cheryl. I'll send that one to you. I'm going to get your bag ready right now. I'm going to start putting it together. I'm just going to get a little bag and put stuff in the bag, and then we'll go get your address on it and put it in the mail tomorrow. Okay, now that's about it. Now, okay, get my book. Now, how long? Almost an hour. See how I am? Okay. Let me go through here. This here is my Helen Steiner Rice Poems for All Seasons. And so here we are in. Did I read that one on my last video? The Miracle. Okay, I'm going to go here with this one. If There Had Never Been a Christmas. All right. If you're new, each time I do a video, I read at the end. There's something I'm going to read. Something inspirational, something calming, something good. Okay. But now, since we're right at the Christmas time, I'm going to do this. If there had never been a Christmas, if God had never sent his Son to dwell with man on earth, if there had been no Christmas to herald the Christ child's birth, if in this world of violence and hatred, crime and war, there was absolutely nothing that made life worth living for, if whenever man was troubled and lost in loneliness, there were no haven for his heart to calm his restlessness, then life would be intolerable and loathsome with disgust, for there would be no love at all, just ugliness and lust. And there would be no Easter and no resurrected Lord, no promise of eternity and no heavenly reward. So let us thank our Father that he sent his only Son, so after this life's ended and our work on earth is done, there's the promise of eternity where our cross becomes a crown, when all our trials are over and we lay our burden down. This is very beautiful. That is very beautiful. And if that didn't touch your heart right there. And so when our cross becomes a crown, and that's what, it says, we're bearing a cross the whole time we walk this earth. It seems like, one thing you'd get over with, and then all of a sudden it's something new. And like right now, we're going through this pandemic. There is hatred. When you go and you look at, I don't know, there's just so much. We try to overcome, though. We look for what is good, because there is good. There is plenty of good in this world. We just have to realize it. Just know it's there, and pick out all the good things. Like right now, a good thing is this crafting community that is here everywhere for us. And look at this. When I got this in the mail, it just like, I couldn't believe it. I just, because this is a girl, I don't hear from her a lot, I see her a lot in different live streams and stuff. But when I got this in the mail, it just blew me away. It just, for some reason, this little item, it just, when I opened it, I'm sitting at the dining room table and I opened it, and Papa said, "Why are you crying?" He thought maybe somebody died or something. No, the thought sometimes, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And look at that little pocket that she made to put it in. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and bring you back to the next video, safe and sound, happy and healthy. And I ask God to bless you, every move you make, every step you take. God bless you all, and thank you for spending an hour and 44 seconds with me. God bless.